Hello there, my name is Lee Spreadbury. I'm a Leicestershire-based musician, and today we're going to talk about the Rite of Spring by Stravinsky and the impact the Rite of Spring had on 20th century music. So it's worth noting at this stage that the first performance of the Rite of Spring caused riots. It actually caused people to just, go nuts because they hadn't heard or seen, because it was a ballet as well. They hadn't heard or seen anything like it. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about musically what was going on to sort of cause that change and implement that change. So let's take the introduction now. What Stravinsky does in the introduction, he kind of lures us in. And the melody is quite sweet. It's also quite jazzy as well. So this is the turn of, it's early 20th century, so jazz hadn't really happened yet, but was creeping in with the help of composers like Stravinsky. So let's just take the opening melody. Quite sweet, quite gentle, but then it just starts to get a little bit more sinister. Okay, and what's happening musically is something called the use of a chromatic scale. Okay, so chromatic scale is just the movement of semitones, so half steps. So literally a white note to the next black note, okay? And what that's creating is a sense of dissonance and a sense of everything being diminished, closing in, okay? So instead of this sort of open, take out, I don't know, Mozart. Sort of nice, open, beautiful symphonic melodies. Now everything starts to close in. And get a little bit more psychological, okay? A little bit more psychological. And then in comes these diminished chords. And it's like something out of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And what's happening here is Stravinsky again is using something what's called diminished chords. So instead of, let's just take a normal chord, okay? Something like that is called a major chord. And major chords are generally a happy chord. Again, let's go back to Mozart. Okay? What Stravinsky's done, he's changed that major chord, and he's made the harmonies closer together, so more dissonant and more diminished. Okay, so everything's closing in. So he's going from that to that. Okay. And then all around there's wild string arrangements and wild woodwind arrangements, and generally the range of instrumentation and the range of the melodies are much more stretched. At this point in early 20th century, again with the help of Stravinsky, the range of the orchestra is being stretched.